striking specialist, Julia the Jewel Budd.
And now making her way to the cage, weighing in at 146 pounds. Her record stands at 2 wins and 1 loss, with 1 knockout to her credit. She specializes in Muay Thai and submission grappling. Fighting out of Port Moody, British Columbia, Canada. Introducing Julia the Jewel Budd.
大家好，老师从业中医男科30余年，帮助了数千名海内外华人朋友通过中药调理重回男性雄风。如果你也存在房事时间短、勃起无力、硬度差、中途疲软、肾虚、前列腺炎等问题，现在就加中医老师微信574-993-200，纯中药，1人1方，治根治本，帮助你持续坚挺20至40分钟，补肾壮阳，延时助勃，彻底告别快男软男。记住微信574-993-200。
Ramde on her back, neutralizing her legendary stand-up. The ground and pound led to Budd taking a risk with an armbar, but Ramde proved durable in the rough and tumble affair. It did more than hold her own in the mixed portion of the bout. But the constant pressure from Julia Budd in staying close smothered the offense of Germaine de Rondame's offense, causing the judges to award Budd a unanimous decision victory. But I can only believe that Budd will employ the opposite game plan against Ronda Rousey. And Budd knows what Ronda Rousey brings to the table and feels she has the antidote for the situation.
What I've seen on Ronda is that she's got great submissions. She's fast, and I'm going to capitalize on that by putting pressure on her, getting her going backwards, and using my Muay Thai skills.
And her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, weighed in at 146 pounds with a record of 3 wins and no losses. All 3 wins coming by way of submission. She specializes in judo. Fighting out of Venice, California, please welcome the undefeated Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Her calling card in all 6 of her MMA bouts, 3 amateur, 3 professional, has been the armbar, taught to her by her mother when she was 12. Her mom, Anna Marie DeMars, the first American woman to win the world championships in judo. And of course, Ronda Rousey, a highly decorated judoka in her own right.
She really has a storied career in that sport. And Ronda Rousey burst onto the Strikeforce Challenger scene by taking on a very durable Sarah D'Alelio, who had only lost once in her professional career. Rousey jabbed her way into the tangle and worked to maintain the clinch until she gained control of a limb and then leapt in for a flying armbar finish. D'Alelio shouted out in anguish after having her arm torqued, forcing the referee to proceed to try as a verbal submission to jump in and stop the fight before more serious damage was done. D'Alelio had some questions about the call, so certainly Ronda Rousey wants an even more clean-cut victory here tonight against Julia Budd without any controversy. And Ronda Rousey knows what she does best and doesn't plan on changing a thing against Julia Budd.
I feel like I definitely have the biggest edge, you know, in the grappling area. If I'm clinched up or on the ground, I know that she's in major trouble. She's only just started to play catch-up in the ground game, just like I've just started to play catch-up in striking. And though all my fights so far have ended in armbar, I really don't know how this one's going to go. I'm constantly improvising when I fight, and you'll just have to watch to find out.
Here are the numbers in tonight's co-feature in the women's featherweight division.
The Olympian Ronda Rousey is 4 years younger, but it's Budd with a 1-inch reach advantage. She's going to have to stuff a few takedowns to take advantage of that.
This women's featherweight bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Our referee in charge, Kim Winslow.
Go, please. Are you ready? Are you ready? Fight!
Another illustration of just how far the sport has come. 2 ladies going at it with a female referee, Kim Winslow, and immediately Ronda Rousey closes the distance on Julia Budd.
This is exactly where Budd does not want to be. because that might happen.
She is non-stop, man.
And
She
right
is
to
all
mount.
over people.
A whirling dervish, a rowdy Ronda Rousey. I
Going
told her,
for it.
and already going for the armbar. Belly down armbar here.
Oh, my goodness.
This is unbelievable if she gets this here.
Holy cow, that's dislocated.
It's over.
my goodness.
Unbelievable. Ronda Rousey does it again. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like it. 4 wins, 4 arm bars, 4 first-round finishes.
She sublexed that joint. She learned from her last fight. Unfortunately for Julia Budd, Rousey having to take it easy on her last opponent and tell the referee she had the arm bar. She wasn't doing that with a dangerous opponent like Budd. She sublexed the joint and finished her.
Wow!
That girl is scary.
Well, Morrow and I used to call a fight for Jiva Santana, whose nickname was the Arm Collector, but now Ronda Rousey surely has to give him a run for his money on that nickname.
Yeah, I'll put Rousey against that armbar record anytime.
There's Judo Gene LaBelle, one of the greatest grapplers in American history, and he had his stopwatch out.
He's been in a million movies. He was one of the first MMA guys. When he was young, he was going up against boxers. The guy's truly a legend. Here it is. She's just saying, I'm going for it, man. She's got the mount. She could punch. She takes the arm. She goes belly down. I think what happened here is Julia Budd lost the elbow. It's broken already. It's been dislocated. Not a whole lot more damage going to be done to it, so she can keep fighting out of it, but it's trashed. That's a flamingo knee right there, buddy. Oh. There she is, steps back in and trips her, going from the headlock right into the little trip, dumps her straight to the mount. You don't want a world-class grappler on top of you in the mount that fast. Right away transitioning, staying tight, switches to the arm bar, and just goes, puts the power on the arm. She's not playing games at all. That girl's playing for keeps. Arm's already dislocated before they turn over. Referee realizes it finally and stops the action.
Ronda Rousey is no joke, Pat. I mean, this woman can really, really fight her own way. She forces each opponent to do what she wants.
And you got to take into consideration, when you look at Julia Budd, she's a physical specimen. She's a very strong girl. She just ripped her arm in half in a matter of seconds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, an armbar ends this bout as the fighter taps out at 39 seconds of round number 1. She is the winner by submission, the still undefeated Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Rowdy Ronda Rousey. At the beginning of the telecast, I told Pat Miletich that viewers might want to super glue their eyelids open because your fights, well, they last about as long as Kim Kardashian's marriage. And my friend, 4 fights, 4 wins, 4 first-round arm bars. You're known as the Rowdy one. I think armbar assassin might be more appropriate. What did you think of this fight?
I got tagged a couple more times than I would have liked to, but no, I'm stoked. That was really good, and I'm glad you guys are cheering for me this time.
Ronda, you said during your media appearances all week, win or lose, you were going to go down to 135 pounds and set your sights on Miesha Tate. After tonight's performance, is that still your future plan?
Yes, that's still what I want to do. If Sarah Kaufman's next in line, please strike first. Let me get a crack at her first. I really want to have a title fight against Miesha Tate, and I don't want to take a risk on her losing. Please give me a crack at Sarah Kaufman first, and then Miesha Tate. I swear I'll put on a good show.
Well, there you have it. She is the Rowdy one. She is the armbar queen. Rowdy Ronda Rousey makes it 4 straight wins to kick off her professional mixed martial arts career. You know, Strikeforce has produced a constellation of mixed martial arts stars. Some of them have already reached the top. For others, it's just a matter of time.